Gemini. I know it's been a long time coming. Sorry. I hope you're all doing well. This is Anna. All right. And forgive my table. I've been doing some crafting, and I tried cleaning this, but I'm gonna have to find some other. It's black paint, and I shouldn't have done that. I have a thing that protects my table, but I can't be bothered when the muse is there. It's like, just do it, and I get impatient and I don't take precautions. I'm sure you don't care. You're just like, give me my reading. All right. This covers Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. It's kind of those are like the main sort of placements. You'll have a link in the description for a free chart you can get. You have to know your date of birth and the time of birth to be able to get those other placements. Okay, like the rising and Venus and all that. All right, stop rambling. All right, Spirit, for Gemini. And I'll be doing, moving forward, that's the plan anyway. Moving forward, I will be doing love readings for the signs, and those will be in the membership. I know, don't get mad at me, okay? A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. If love comes out here, well, okay. It'll be an extended in the, there's always going to be an extended type of reading for these zodiac readings in the membership. That's all. Okay, one more. I wasn't going to shuffle again, but Spirit, what message do you have for Gemini? What do they all need to know at this time? Hey. All right, that's enough. Where do I put you? Some of you are working really hard to the point of exhaustion, and you're trying to establish your foundation. You're trying to, create some stability in your life, financial, but also just you're building your stability as a person. You're working on a lot of things, on feeling grounded and confident, and building on your abundance and your prosperity. Like, you're trying to just work on all aspects of your life, and struggling maybe a little bit with a couple of things. Maybe you're not feeling as confident working on it, but still not feeling as confident when it comes to just overall self-confidence. And also not sure, am I really going to be able to have stability in my life? Am I going to be able to, block people from my life that are maybe taking advantage of me, or that are playing mind games with me? You may have some of those people in your life that you are aware of, but just not quite sure how to get out of your life. Setting those boundaries, it's hard. So you feel like giving up sometimes. You have a plan. You had set up a plan for yourself, and you feel like, oh gosh, I don't think this is working, or it's just so hard. I'm tired. But you can't. You may just be lacking motivation, because it's a challenge. It's sometimes it's extended while you're working through, because the challenges that are being presented to you are part of, I know you don't want to hear it, but they're part of the cycle of learning. You have to go through those challenges so that you come to that aha moment. Oh, this isn't just struggle to struggle. This is struggle so that I can learn. Once that connects with you, things begin to really, really move. You know, there may be a stuck energy for you there, where you're feeling a little defeated by life and by the things that may be happening in your life. There's people in your life that you have to work on setting boundaries. And we'll take a look at that a little bit more. But I see you being successful with your finances. You know, trying to get, either someone is helping someone. Okay, either someone will help you to get you going, or you just click and are able to bring in your own financial stability for yourself. Okay. Let's start here. We'll take a look at that person. There may be more than one person. And this could be family. People that are, you know, you may have, yeah, they're just hard to deal with. And they may maybe bring you down. They may be critical of you. And they think that you maybe are a bit scatterbrained and are not able to focus. Like, they bring things out about you. They trigger you in some way. Sometimes it's not deliberate. Probably most of the time, those type of people don't really honestly sometimes realize what they're doing. That what they are doing or saying is hurtful. And sometimes they don't really give a damn. Right? There's also those people. But not everyone is like that. Not everyone is deliberately hurtful. It's just that that's how they were treated. So that's all they know. And that's how they treat. And then you have the ability to stop a cycle there, right? Of how you treat other people. So that you have to become more mindful of your words, more mindful of your own actions. Okay. We're going to take a look at them. But let me take a look at you first. Spirit, what else for Gemini here? Feeling a little bit unmotivated about, it's just that you're lacking self-confidence. And that could be one specific thing that's happened recently in your life. Or it could just be a string of things that you tie it all together and you have a little pity party. And it's okay, you can have a pity party, but not a perpetual one. You can have a short pity party. I allow you. You're allowed to have a short pity party, get it all out, and then gather yourself, blow your nose, dry your tears, and then begin to focus again on what that goal was you had set, or several goals it feels like that you may have set. Yeah, because you have, you know, you're compassionate, you have integrity. You have an integrity about you. It's just that you've lost your confidence, maybe because of an influence of someone in your life that has a strong influence in your life. So let's see. And it feels familiar. It feels familial because it's part of your original foundation. So the original foundation is the one established as you're being reared or raised, or, you know, whether nurtured or whatever, or not nurtured, how you're raised. That's the original foundation. And that can that can start out solidly because you're raised by people that are balanced and grounded themselves. They are healed from whatever wounds they had, and they don't pass it along to you. And so your original foundation is solid enough that as you grow up, maybe your actions or interactions with other people outside of that original group can crumble that a little bit, right? Oh, the broken heart, the whatever, hanging out with the wrong crowd, whatever it is, bad decisions. You can crumble your foundation a little bit until you gather yourself and you ground yourself and you heal your wounds and your issues, and then you solidify your own foundation. If you start off with a kind of a shitty foundation, and hey, it happens to a lot of us, then it's just accept it. It is what it is. They probably had a shitty foundation given to them too. So some of that is allowed, and then you're allowed to be angry and whatever, and don't hold on to that bitterness or that anger. Kind of like you have to find that spot in yourself that forgives and understands. That's all a process of life, my friends. All of it is processing all of that, all the minutia, but not getting lost and absorbed by the processing. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Forget them for a while. You have that beautiful, compassionate foundation, and that can make you a little vulnerable or a lot vulnerable, right? That can make you a person that maybe could be considered, don't take it, don't be offended, but you could be a doormat. You could be a person that people walk over because you have such a compassionate, side to yourself, and you give too much of yourself. You need to kind of ground that. You can still be compassionate and warm and loving and kind, but also not allow people to walk over you, because you have to set boundaries. That's the thing you must learn, setting boundaries, so that people don't play mind games with you. So that, people will try, people are people. People are people. What can we do? No, come on. All right, fine. Oh, well, this will be for the extended love reading. Some kind of a reunion. That's interesting. Yeah, people are giving you anxiety. You have anxiety. You're going through it. And you're feeling a little tired, perhaps. It's just your confidence. You really have to look at yourself, be honest with yourself. The good, the bad, and the ugly, right? About yourself. We'll take a look at this in the extended. I don't mean to get you all excited, but, we'll save that for the love reading. It could be something else, but immediately it told me extension. So, yeah, extended. Okay. I exhaust myself. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. You're just overwhelmed a little bit, Yeah, it's not all what it seems. Sometimes you also, I feel like for some of you, sorry, you're in the light there. Sorry about that. Sometimes you may be a little too sensitive, okay? And you may take, you may be, or may not, however you identify with this, you may be easily triggered by things. And so you need to kind of balance that out. That's why it's important for you to understand who you are, understand what your limitations are, understand what it is that you're capable of. Can you set boundaries with people? Not by saying, hey, this is my boundary with you. It's just, it's an invisible sort of, you get good at it as you practice it. Practice in the mirror first, and then practice with saying no. If you say yes to everything and you overextend yourself, as an example, maybe start by saying, no, I can't, and see how that, you probably in your head, if you are this type of person, think, if I say no, they're going to get mad at me and they're going to talk about me. And that at some point that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. What you speak out into the world sometimes becomes true because you have a conviction about it. So you have to be mindful of the things that you believe and think and say. So maybe practice just saying no for a simple thing. It doesn't have to be complicated. Next time someone says, hey, you want to go out for coffee? Say, oh, no, I can't. I'm in the middle of something I want to really finish. But thank you. That's simple, but that's probably going to cause you a lot of anxiety if you're always a yes person. You understand? Start small. Start practicing. I mean, now don't say no to everything that person asks you to do, or else they'll stop asking. Unless that's what you want. Eventually they stop asking. So, because, like, they get sick of it. So, it's just a balance. You have to balance that out. There was a point to that. Oh, yeah, because right, that's part of the optical illusion. You may be overthinking so much anxiety. You're overthinking a situation. You're feeling like, and that's affecting your self-confidence because you're giving in to that. So if you have to find a way of calming that overthinking. Find a way. You find your own way of doing that. It's confusing you. It's giving you a head trip, okay? And it's messing with the possibilities of you maybe accomplishing some of the goals that you want to accomplish. You're projecting, you're assuming, and you need to stop that. Assuming is very bad. Very bad. Yeah, you need to be more grounded. You need to trust your intuition. I know we say that a lot, but gosh, if everybody followed their intuition, the world would be a better place. It really would. It would be at least more balanced, more harmonious, because our intuition doesn't steer us in the wrong direction. Especially if you're grounded. You know what I mean? If you really are mindful of the things you do in your life and you're paying attention to what you do yourself that is uncomfortable, that makes others uncomfortable. We have to kind of constantly be looking at ourselves. We're not all perfect beings, neither them nor us. And so we have to kind of pay attention. Are there things that I can change about myself that maybe would make my life a little easier? Or my interactions with people a little easier? Don't give in so much with things. I feel like I'm talking to a people pleaser here. Because it keep like random words that were kind of silent before are now jumping out at me. They're giving in. They're giving in a lot. And you're constantly you feel, and then here's the thing. Excuse me. You're saying yes, 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 and then you get mad at those people that asked you to do the thing that you said yes to, even though you didn't want to. You can't do that. That's not fair to those people. They don't know. I would venture to say, except for these, we'll look at them now. But I would venture to say that most people that ask you, hey, Gemini, you want to do this? Hey, Gemini, can you help me with this? Gemini, can we do this together? Can we work on this? Hey, Gemini, you want to go here? Oh, good Lord, I'm exhausted already. But chances are they don't know that you don't want to do half of the things you're saying you're going to do. Right? So stop giving in so much. Be more mindful and, respectful of yourself and your time. Hi, Wendy girl. Ay, mi amor, qué linda esa niña. ¿Qué tiene ese pelito ahí? Tiene un pelito. Sorry, forgive me. Mi amor, ¿qué tú hacías ahí en ese cuarto? Tú no puedes estar en ese cuarto sola, niña. Okay. Yeah, because you're getting overwhelmed. When really you should be focusing on your building your financial and other types of stability, your foundation, your financial foundation, your own kind of self-confidence foundation. Anything else, Spirit? Before we look at those people that are bothering them. Before we look at that original foundation. And it's not about, oh, I'm all of a sudden going to just give everything up. That's not what we're saying here. It's gradual building up your confidence, just saying a little no here and there. Coffee, no, thank you, and find your own way of saying it, so it doesn't hurt people's feelings. We don't want to do that. Good morning. But, start and then saying yes to the things that really will be meaningful to you and the interactions that you will have with that experience, right? If you say yes to everything, most of the stuff will just drain you. That's why you're exhausted and have anxiety. Whoever I'm tapping into, all of you may not identify with this, but at some point we all do this, so it can apply to everyone. You're getting in your own way of your own inner peace when you do that kind of stuff, when you have goals to build and to work on, okay? All right, I'm just saying. One more here, and then we'll look at that. Or two more, okay? No, well. Yeah, you need alone time. Yeah, it's about building yourself and understanding yourself and what it is that you need to fulfill your own desires, your own goals, your own dreams. What nourishes you? What are your true feelings? You have to understand that about yourself. What is it that I really like? Who are the people that I like? What are the qualities that I have that are likable? What are the qualities that I have that, could definitely be worked on? We have to know these things about ourselves. That's what helps you kind of ground yourself into who you are. And it makes you want to work on things because you want to make yourself happy. You want to make yourself satisfied. You want to be true to your true self, right? You want to help make your true selves dreams come true. I don't know if that made sense, but I'm kind of thinking it did. Forget about what people think about you. You will know what they think about you because you walk with integrity. You walk with truth. You have to look at the deeper meaning in the things in your life, not just superficially just living life to live. And then you're causing yourself anxiety because you're saying yes to everything. It's impossible to be happy and to be true to yourself, to be able to give yourself enough time in the day when you're pleasing other people's whims and other people's needs, right? You can't possibly have time for yourself at that point, because then now you're exhausted, you're defeated, you're overwhelmed, you feel like crap, right? Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't want to have to edit this, but now I have to get snacks. Not for me. Just wait. It's Wendy's fault. And now I have to cough. All right. I feel like this is an important time for you to begin to understand who you are. Ground yourself in your truth. Spend some alone time. There's something here. I'm going to connect this over there. Not just alone time for yourself, but to be able to kind of know who you are. I feel that identity here is also part of this. You're at a stage where you're trying to understand yourself a little bit better, and the distractions of life are life experiences are distracting you, and they're messing with your head, they're messing with you and wasting your time a little bit. You might want to look into astral travel. That jumped out at me now. Understanding your consciousness, like there's some deeper things for you to be focusing on here. So Spirit is asking you to, okay, it's time to hone in on yourself now, focusing on yourself, improving things for yourself, learning more about things about yourself, and that builds your self-confidence, because you know now you're walking in who you really are. I don't know if that helped, but okay. All right, I'm gonna put you over there. Let's look at these individuals here. Let's see what this is about. You want to tell me a little bit more about these people? And I feel like it's more than one person, even though they make you feel, whoever this is, it could be one person. Whoever this person is, I feel is part of your original familial foundation. And they make you feel small. That's what I want to say. They make you feel like you're immature, like you're new at life. There's some mind games there, and it's a shame. It really is a shame. You feel like you can't really speak truth or speak up when this person is around. Let's see. Tell me more about this for Gemini, Spirit. Not too many, please. Well, this could be a relationship that you're in, or it could be both parents. That would be great. Here, tell me more. That was sarcastic. It could be your marriage. You're married, and this person, that's not the original foundation, but it's one of the foundations that you have, is a marriage, a committed relationship that you may be in, or your parents. Tell me more. This is very strange. Wendy, look at, there's too many things here. Just go. Keep walking. I gotta keep going. Tell me more about this. Hold on. Whoa. Well, I'm tapping into someone here who is feeling very lonely. What the hell did I just walk into? Oh. Huh. Well, this is what I'm seeing here. And that's going to have to go into the love reading. So, because what I'm seeing here is someone who is in love, who is in a committed relationship, but the person in that relationship is very critical, and it's like feeling alone in a relationship, feeling lonely within a committed relationship. So this is a committed relationship here. I thought it was maybe parents. I thought it was the original foundation. It's possible, but this is not telling me a different story here. To confuse me, of course. They love to do that. Here, give me... Come on, put it up, throw it all together here. Here, let me get a different card. A different deck. What am I getting? Here, how about you? Let me shuffle you once more. Hold on. Tell me more about this. Just one, for the love of Pete. Could I have one? Just tie it all together for me. You okay? Dreams coming true. What the fuck? You just want to confuse me. I forgive my language. Okay. Someone's waiting for someone. You're waiting for a commitment because you're lonely. What does this mean? This doesn't answer my question. Because I want to know more about the people that are messing with Gemini's foundation here. That's causing this kind of, they're sarcastic, a little gossipy even. So why are you throwing me off with this? This is something that Gemini wants for whoever wants it. I see two things here. I see an existing relationship where someone feels lonely, and then it's throwing me over there to that reunion card. So there's some funny business going on here. I'm gonna leave this. I hate it when that happens because they're like giving me 5 stories at the same time, and I don't appreciate that at the moment. So this is going to go into the extended. It's this. Okay, so just so for those of you that won't go into the memberships, right? Excuse me. I see someone who, there's 2 scenarios here jumping out at me now. Someone who is going to be meeting someone. Is going to be very satisfying, soulmate kind of unconditional love relationship, the kind of stuff that makes dreams come true kind of thing. It's a dream come true, and you've been waiting. You're feeling lonely and you've been waiting, and that's going to be happening. And it's, I believe, someone you may know, or it's going to feel like it's someone you've known before. Or the other scenario that I'm seeing here is someone who's already in a committed relationship, and they're not sure how to quite get out of it. You're feeling lonely within the relationship, within a marriage, or within the committed relationship, and just waiting. There's some waiting involved here. Waiting for the person to come back, waiting for someone to come back. So I see someone waiting for someone to come back into their life. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going to stop that there. For those of you that are in a relationship and that person in your partner, your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, are very kind of critical of you and very play mind games, messing with your self-esteem because you're allowing it, really, because you're not developing that within yourself. That was discussed before. Yeah. Oof. There's someone coming back into your life. I mean, it keeps wanting to tell me that. But you're gonna have to have patience. And perhaps that's good, the patience required for you to be able to fix what, if you are currently in a relationship, of course, you want to fix that. You get yourself out of it, work on your self-esteem, do whatever you got to do. You got to work it out, because it's going to become a bigger mess if you don't work it out, okay? You can't expect someone to come save you from an existing relationship that is a mess. You have to save yourself. So you have to put your big girl, big boy pants on, whatever it is, and figure out how to fix that for yourself. Because no one deserves to be in a relationship where you are being belittled, or there's mind games and people are criticizing you. Like, you know, you're not about that. So if you identify with that, I would, you know, like, they're sarcastic. There's a lot of unpleasantness there. And it's messing with you being able to really, really stand firm in your... It's messing with your self-confidence. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let it go. I feel like you're going to get, at some point, you're going to be getting an awakening. Maybe this message is the beginning of that. I feel like you're going to be releasing yourself from this relationship. Whatever it is, you're going to be releasing yourself. But you're being asked to have some patience, because the future gains, the future beautiful thing is over here. There's a beautiful thing that's wanting to come into your life, where but you need some alone time. You need some a period of time. That's why patience is required. Like, this is in your energy, a beautiful unconditional love, kind of satisfying. It's perfect almost. You know, nothing's perfect, but man, it's the stuff of dreams coming true here. It's like, whoa, holy moly. But you're going to need some solitude after a breakup, or after ending some kind of a difficult situation where you're being made to feel less than, because you're allowing it. You have to understand what your role is in every situation. Once you understand that and are able to fix this, I feel like you're going to get that aha moment, and you're going to get yourself out of this. And then allow yourself the healing time to do the things that we talked about earlier, right? Understand yourself. What is your truth? What are the things? What are your dreams? What is it that you really want to do? What are your true feelings about things? Nourish yourself, right? Find the deeper meaning in life. And then there's this very fulfilling relationship here, which we're going to look at now in the extended. All right, so I'm going to leave this here. I hope that wasn't all very confusing. Okay. Let's get you some guidance. Where? Here, this one? I forget the name of this. Oh. What's the name of this deck? I know someone will want to know. Hold on. Archangel Power Tarot cards. All right. Let's start with the guidance here for Gemini Spirit. Yeah, because the prosperity is there for you too. I don't know if I didn't focus too much on prosperity, but you have this King of Pentacles here. Maybe that's the King of Pentacles is the one coming towards you, or someone with that King of Pentacles energy, which is an extremely good provider. But this doesn't mean you're just waiting for someone to provide for you. That's why I didn't really focus on, oh, it's a King of Pentacles, because I feel like you're creating your own abundance. Your prosperity is arising from wise planning. And that's the thing. If you're being distracted by low self-esteem or, you know, giving in to being a people pleaser at work or in your personal life, those are things you have to work through. Okay, again, insights that come from quiet meditation. Meditation, the word scares people. You can be meditating, doing different things. Washing the dishes, it's very meditative for me. Vacuuming, oh my gosh, vacuuming is very meditative. You can go outside and just take deep breaths and look at the trees or whatever, the sky, the clouds. You can actually sit and try in some silence, right? You can try that with breathing. Breathe in 4, hold for 4, let out for 4, hold for 4. The box breathing, it's 4, 4, 4, 4. Inhale 4, count to 4 in your head. Pause for 4. Exhale for 4. Pause for 4. Inhale 4. Like that. That's box breathing, right? That helps you because you're focused on the counting. And by the time you realize it, you're like, oh, wait, what happened? It won't be perfect, but at least it gets you into a habit of trying to silence the brain. All the activities, the to-do lists, the TV, the TikTok, the music, the neighbors, the dogs barking, the kids screaming, silencing, right? So that you can hear your voice in there, which is trying to come out to tell you, hey, I want to do this. I don't want to go get coffee with Becky. I want to sit and do this. I want to read. I want to do some glue booking. I want to make journals. I want to, I don't know, something. You need more sleep. You need time off. You need a break. Okay? You need to include those types of things in your part of your life, your work life, your everything life. All the little different things that we do life, right? Rest and alone time is part of that formula. And that helps you to relieve and release some stress. Stress is always going to be a part of life because we don't live in a bubble. You know, when the world is out there, the world brings in stress. The world, everybody in your life, you know, all that. Yourself, you bring stress to yourself. So you have to allow for that escape valve on a regular basis. Here comes Wendy. There goes Wendy. Oh no, the tail. She's gonna knock it all off the table. Wendy, mi amor, échate un poquito más para acá. Here, I'll remove this. Don't knock things on the table. Oh. Thank you, mi amor. Ay, qué linda niña. Esa niña chiquitica. Yeah. Take time to take... Sorry. It's time to take the next step. Be optimistic. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. You can't be optimistic if you're too overwhelmed and stressed and anxious, trying to fulfill what everybody else wants and needs. All right, Akashic Records, here we go. Last guidance. Be present. Yes. You are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Holy moly. Thank you. Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to it so that you can resolve it and start living life more fully, more present. Quiet the mess. The cute little puppy dog, but look at the yarn. The yarn here is the point here. This mess, I don't know if it's not focusing, is it? The yarn, it's a mess. Quiet it and be present. All right, That's it. I hope that helped. I really do. Let's go into the extended. Let's take a look at what the heck's going on over here. It's going to be in the membership, in the Soul Tribe. You'll have access to all of the extendeds and all of the other stuff that we're doing for the Soul Tribe. I'm starting to get myself back in the groove. I've had some difficult months, and but it's all coming together now. So hopefully will be, you know, worth your while to be part of the Soul Tribe group. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. My soul embraces yours. Till next time, stay blessed. Bye-bye.